All right. Hello all. Welcome back to the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. So we're gonna be continuing on taking a look at this GT bosses team. Now I mean, it's technically a showcase for pretty much everyone here. That's why I'm not saying like, all right, yeah, super easy A Omega. Like, I wasn't able to use all these characters really effectively until all the easy A's, with the Shadow Dragon Legion, right? Sin Shenron. I would be using like Baby, in Baby if I could. Actually, can I use him on this stage? Um, I can actually. Although he does have that really stupid condition, to be fair. Yeah. Is this actually? I don't know if I can actually use this then. So I don't think I'm going to be fighting. Yeah, see, I can't even use him. Because the stage we're going to be going up against is the Battle Hardened Formidable Foe, Stage 9. I really do like this stage. I found it to be pretty difficult on the initial clear. I think for one of these shorter fights, I mean, we have a lot of short fights, to be fair, right now, but it's a shorter fight, and I think it does work pretty well as a showcase fight. Now, there is, if he does do them right. I really want to see. I mean, obviously, there's like Rose Zamasu, Rose Supers, Omega. Well, I suppose Rose AoEs, Omega AoEs. I do need to like see how these guys do there. But I am curious to see like what an AGL Broly AoE would do to this team. So, if we just power through, stomp the fight, I mean, that works. Or if we can, see how these guys are taking it, I would like to see that, hopefully. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Either way, let's jump in and let's see what we can do here. If I had to guess, though, I mean, this team is just gonna annihilate, right? I mean, it's just way too strong. I can't believe it, but GT bosses, it's actually insane. And the thing that gets me is this is without having my own Omega, right? And it does, I mean, we don't know for sure, right? But it does appear that the next Dokkan Fest TUR or LR, it's one of the two. I honestly think it's probably going to be a TUR. But it's coming on the 8th. I'm pretty confident that's what the banner is. And it appears it's going to be Dokkan Fest TUR, LR, whatever, baby of some sort. There's a lot of evidence pointing to it. So I'm actually really excited for that. And I mean, he's never had a Dokkan Fest in this game, so he definitely deserves it. And that would be the way, right, to allow GT bosses to be in an even better spot. So I think they're cooking right now. Okay, so this is actually my first time using Super Easy A Omega after he got his defense equips. We're starting off the turn at 400,000, huh? I mean, to be fair, we don't have Shadow Dragons active here. That is a big thing with Shadow Dragon Legion, as well as, Sin Shenron. They are very important for, like, bridging together the teams. Now, I would actually kind of prefer, I think, Shadow Dragon Legion being with AGL Omega for the support. But, I mean, we're just going to make do with this. We'll see how it goes. And honestly, let's pop his domain, too.
Since the Midas energy was released, it's now a matter of time before this planet is dead. I can feel the planet dying underneath me.
Okay, so with the domain, obviously, we are going to be doing a ton extra damage, which is obviously very nice. Now, I actually don't know if I've even seen. I mean, we don't have Shadow Dragons here, right? But I don't know if I've actually seen like a really good turn from Super Easy A Omega under the domain. It is unfortunately, yeah, I'm trying to make do with what I can, but I not having my own Omega definitely sucks. Okay, what's he gonna take this for? 132k. Now I don't. I suppose I should say here. I don't actually know how much all these supers do yet. I only relatively recently actually. Oh God. Cleared it for the first time. Holy fuck. Yo, Omega, chill, bro. It was just a prank, you know, the super. They weren't even. God damn. Because this is without Shadow Dragons, right? But I'm thinking just like. And of course, this is turn 1, so I want to even. No, my own Omega wouldn't even really be able to do anything, right? But if, you know, I had my own Omega buff up, I mean, that'd be double digits, would it not? With type disadvantage. Alright, what do you got for us, Omega? Let's see this. I do think this guy will work as a slot 1. 512k. But obviously he's not meant as one. But I think at least for these fights he should work fine. I don't know, like, I mean, once we start talking about, like, you know, Rose Zamasu, you know, when I don't have my own Omega, I don't know how that's gonna go. You know, obviously I do need to see. But regardless, I think this team should once again do very well. And I mean, we one-turned that phase. Honestly, we'll probably, well, maybe. I don't know, actually. As I said, we might even one-turn this phase, but, you know, AGL Omega, he's not going to do too much damage. Whew. 587. God damn. I mean, that is the thing, you know. A, I got 4 Rainbow Key Spheres. B, obviously he's better post super, right? C, you know, I don't have another Omega. Although the attack and defense lower is certainly very good. Okay. He does actually lower by 25% attack and defense, so he's actually... It does give him a little bit of... Well, not even a little, honestly, a pretty insane amount of value in these sort of stages where you can attack and defense lower the bosses. Just, like, immediately and, like, constantly. So, that, I mean, that's definitely... When he could do that, I mean, it definitely saved us there. Because if that 25% wasn't active, I mean, we certainly would have died. Okay. Yeah, we're not killing here, but we'll do a decent bit more extra damage as long as Nova wants to give me several supers here instead of normal. Okay, there's another one. Do we get the hidden potential, though? Yes, we do. Okay. Yeah, goddamn. No, I actually could have killed if he got the super instead of the normal that one time. Oh, right, the AGL LR. I was gonna say, how the hell? I did not bring Int Baby. Okay, huge. I actually have not seen his Giant Ape quite yet with the buff he has right now. Okay, so he just gets like high chance to crit. And then obviously he has some sort of stats attached to it, but I don't know what those are. Okay, well, let's see what he hits for here. This could be pretty good damage, we'll see. Because they did give... And I actually don't think I've seen Rose's Rage Mode either. I kept trying to get it, but it's an HP and turn condition. It's pretty rough. 22 mil, huh? On one of these giant modes? I mean, you're invincible? Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. Well, I mean, we did get that, so that's nice. I am very worried about this next turn, however. I'm not going to lie. I mean, at least AGL Omega does have his revive, so if anything happens to us, you know, we have that. His battle motion, I really like it. It has a lot though with like the green aura. I mean, you can't see your screen for a solid like 2 seconds, but I don't know. I actually really like that. I'd like it if they did that sort of thing more, honestly. Because I mean, the battle motion is just such a cool mechanic to me. I think I mean, not mechanic, but you get what I mean. It's sort of modernizing the game bit by bit. Like I do really like that. You know what Dokkan's been doing recently. I don't know. I just playing the game for as long as I have and seeing it improve. And usually, what they do is they improve in a bunch of tiny ways over time, to where the point it's like you look back 3 years before and you can't even recognize the game. He actually ate that. I mean, I know it was post Super, but that was without Physical Omega. That's very interesting. Okay, that's good shit. I did not really expect that. Okay, normal. Did I not? I must have not gotten him his 7 piece because I was not paying enough attention, I guess. 32.2. Okay. Yeah, super easy Omega, by the way. I mean, he does an insane bit of damage. And this is like without the domain, without like, you know, physical Omega support. Hey, you want a crit, buddy? No? And I didn't get the hit potential either. Come on, man. Oh, that's highway robbery. We could have one turn this phase too. That would have been so good. Ooh. Okay. Let me do this first. Get the ability active, then I'll pop Nova.
Let's block my ultimate attack. Burning spin.
Okay, very nice. Golden Frieza now, huh? And we get Baby again. Now, this is kind of, well, does it go by turn count? Because doesn't Frieza have some sort of buffs? Yeah, it's turn count related. Although, the attack received, okay. So his attack goes down with each attack received. So we can actually get that full ability here. I mean, you only need to hit him 3 times for that. So I suppose that's actually really good. And another thing, I don't know all the bosses it works against, but we will actually, as long as he doesn't have like a really good cooldown, we'll actually get rid of his super for this turn, which could be pretty helpful, right? So that's a good way for the giant ape to show its power. We did a little bit there. Hell, actually, not even a little bit. Did over 2 health bars. I mean, not by a lot, but over 2 health bars actually is pretty good. Jesus. You know, I'm thinking, you know, just looking at like Vegeta and Trunks, their EZA. I mean, what is like Tech Piccolo with his, you know, Orange Piccolo mode? What is that gonna look like? I cannot wait until his EZA. He was something special. That character. Oh, I actually got it again. Oh well, that's this isn't even fair. Bro doesn't even get a chance. I win, right? I think I should just win here. Well, Frieza, I don't even need my actual characters. Yeah, I will say the amount of damage our characters have been increasing by like exponentially since like Tanabata last year. I mean, it's been very crazy, honestly. It's so wild to me. Because I mean, we're just the rage. I mean, I know this is a temporary buff, but you know, he's in line with like other characters. Like he's not like, oh my god, this is out of the ordinary damage. In fact, it's probably on the lower end. 16, 17 some odd mils that are critting. And we're melting him like that? Like, what the hell? We're in such a wild time for the game's history, I will say. It's nuts. Alright, obviously we popped the domain. And we probably kill Broly here. Well, not kill Broly, but, you know, kill this phase of Broly, I would have to imagine. 763,000. Now, it would be best if I can manage to, and we'll see if I can. Isn't this a 3-phase fight, right? It would be best if I can next turn, and I don't know if I'm going to. I think it's possible. Actually, why the hell? Oh, you know what? I actually got screwed. Because we killed while in Giant Ape mode. Sin Shenron was forced to rotate, and I just realized that too late. That's so annoying. Wait, come on, man. Oh, that's fucked. That ruins my links. No way, man. Oh boy. Okay, well, at least we get the 4 Rainbow Key Spears. I will say with Omega here, I've found it's actually very consistent. At least for me, to, you know, be getting 4 of these. And that's without having my own Omega, who, you know, obviously Physical Omega has double Rainbow Orb changing. Pre-Supro, this is not a good place for this to be. We still tanked it. We still tanked it, though. That's actually... okay. Huge. Yeah, no, we're shredding, honestly. I don't think we kill this turn by any means, but especially, you know, having Sin not be here kind of really screwed me over, but I'm making do with what I can. I mean, if this guy gets like a quadruple super, right? Normal, okay. But you get double super at least. Can we get the triple? And Nova, especially for a free-to-play LR, I mean, you gotta think, while doing all this, he's actually pretty tanky overall. And he does have the counter, or the nullification, rather. So I mean, with the amount of damage he does, and how tanky he can, like, it's so wild that they actually made GT bosses, like, a real team. And I just think, like, if this new baby gives allies defense, even if it, you know, I don't expect it to be stacking like Vegeta and Trunks, that effect, you can bet your ass, is going to only come once in a blue moon, right? But, even if it's just, you know, 2 turns, allies get 20%, right? Just throwing a number out. 20% defense will do so much for this team, right? Because you gotta think. It will help out character who's not stacking, like AGL Omega. And then characters who don't have SA effect defense at all, like the Shadow Dragon Legion, or Super Easy A Omega, obviously are going to get helped by that, right? So it's... even, like, Sin doesn't stack, right? So, I mean, that did help him out. So, if he gives ally defense on Super Attack phase, that baby could genuinely end up being, as crazy as it sounds, like, the thing that makes GT bosses just one of the best teams in the game overall. I mean, it's already, like, right there. But if they have that level of support, it's so wild. Okay, now this does, yeah. I might as well use this. Yeah, let's do it. Now it should give us a little wiggle room here. But unfortunately, I can only get 3 Rainbow Key Spheres. But with both of his passive attack and defense lower, as well as the active one, I don't think, although I suppose I could be wrong, I don't think Broly will do as much damage here. Especially, dude, actually, he lowers too. Okay, so wait, AGL Broly actually has 65% attack lowered, and then the active skill phase. That's crazy. What the hell? Yeah, that is the thing with like Battle Hardened Formidable Foe, especially. I mean, GT. Honestly, for Battle Hardened Formidable Foe, I mean, GT bosses might actually be one of, if not the best team for these fights, because they are, shorter fights, and I mean, until we get stronger stages, right? They're not the most difficult. This is the 12 key, or whatever, the AoE. His nullification saved him. That's huge. Okay, Super Easy A Omega more or less tanked that, by the way.
This was Lady Shenron's special technique, wasn't it? I'm going to put you out of your misery now. You won't have to worry about the fate of this planet any longer.
Because you gotta think. I mean, height disadvantage, and it's a super when Super Easy A Omega is best post-super, right? Although, I mean, there was all the attack lowering on Broly, but still, I mean, we would have lived if I just had enough HP at the start of the turn, which I at least think is pretty good. Okay, now I don't think we'll kill this turn, but we should probably kill next turn, I think. So, at this stage, just the attack and defense, though, all the utility we have. I mean, AGL Omega, by the way, is actually very insane. I like to brain. And I'm just like, with Baby coming, I mean, I wonder who I'm going to end up having to swap out. I suppose rather when I get my own physical Omega. I know I'll be able to get Omega. It's just a matter of if I'm going to pull him or if I need to pity him. That's really the sort of defining line at the moment. Because I'm at 472 pity coins, I believe. So I'm like right there. Okay, there's another AoE. I mean, Shadow Dragon Legion is not, we might actually die here. God damn. Wait, who? Who was that I had in slot 7? Wait, what the fuck? I'm having like a Twilight episode right now. It was... Was it... Because Nova was on the other turn. Who the fuck? AGL Baby took that much? There's no way. We died to 3 mil. I'm just like, how? God damn, okay. Well, we actually kind of got slaughtered there. I mean, we were kicking ass until the very end there. And that's the thing, right? That's without me having my own Omega. If I had my own Omega, obviously I swap out the limited time buff Baby, right? Although, I mean, I was gonna say, I mean, the Dokkan Fest TUR or LR, whatever he's gonna be. I suppose if it even ends up being him, to be fair, he probably would be pretty good. So I don't, that's what I was saying. I don't know where I'd put him on the team, although that is also presuming I actually managed to pull him, to be fair. And I mean, there's a very real chance that I wouldn't. And I wonder what his categories would be. I imagine they'd probably make him like a 3 category lead and give him like a stronger category and like two weaker ones, because I don't think they're gonna do GT bosses as a lead literally immediately after the last GT boss Dokkan Fest. That wouldn't make too much sense to me. Maybe something like artificial life forms, because I think he is, right? And then like revenge and say what is it, corroded body and mind? I don't know. It's definitely going to be an interesting leader skill potentially. I mean, we'll have to see how they handle it. But either way, I mean, I think we showed quite a bit from team here. I mean, everyone got a little chance to shine, in their own way. I mean, we died at the very end, but it's just a little unfortunate there. We did actually succumb to the AOE, but I mean, everyone else, but whoever, I think it was AGL Baby that died. Everyone else but AGL Baby was actually doing very well against it. So I mean, the fact that he's a limited time buff and I don't exactly plan on him being a permanent character, I'd say overall the team's doing pretty good. It's only unfortunate, I would say, like AGL Omega's revive. I would have figured like you might have gotten rid of the super, right? But that's why I don't like say that too often, because I don't know. It's something to do with like the cooldown of the bosses, right? I mean, how fast they like get their super again. So on a lot of bosses, it can disable like the super for the next turn, like getting a revive. It does appear that AGL Broly is not one of those, unfortunately. But either way, I think I saw a pretty good look at them here. So I'm going to end this here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.